Welcome children to our maths class. Today we are going to study about integers. So children, you must have watched your television sets that you have seen the temperatures recorded for various cities and various places. So sometimes they say it is when it is too hot, they say it is more than 50 degrees or more than 45 degrees. And sometimes in the winter season, we tend to hear that the temperature has gone beyond zero, that is minus 20 degrees temperature. So when we know the numbers in positive and negative way, that is known as integers. So integers include numbers which are both positive and negative. Now let's represent an integer on a number line. Now you can see here there's a number line over here where 0 is at the center and the numbers after 0 are positive and the number below 0 they go negative way. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5 and so on. It continues. And in positive side it continues as plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and so on. So the two arrows on both ends, they indicate that a number line can be extended endlessly in both the directions. Now ordering of integers, how do we order integers? Any positive integer or 0 is always greater than any negative integer. So any negative integer is always smaller than all the positive integers. So be it minus 1, be it minus 100, it is always smaller than the positive integers. Then absolute value of an integer. How do we get the absolute value of an integer? So when we write 151, so the absolute value is 151, but when we write it minus 11, we get an absolute value of 11. And when minus is written outside the bar, then it is minus 57, because within the bars it is plus 57. So the absolute value that is minus outside, so it will be minus 57. So in this way we get the absolute value of an integer. Now do it exercise, use plus or minus sign to represent the following. It is 25 degrees centigrade above 0 degrees centigrade. So you have to use a positive or a negative sign. So let's do one of it. So 25 degrees above 0 degrees will be a positive sign. 6 degrees below 0 degrees will be a negative sign. So in this way we can understand which is positive and which is negative. Then we have operations on integers. So how do we do the operations, that is addition and subtraction in integers? So using the number line, write the integer which is 3 more than 1. So you have to place the first point at 1 and move 3 points above. This is 1, this is 2 and then it is 3. So the answer is 4. So therefore 3 more than 1 is 4. So in this way we find out how we go. Then to know an integer 2 more than minus 3. So in this case we will move towards 0. So 2 more than minus 3 is, we'll take the start from minus 3 and come to minus 2. Come to minus 2 and then minus 1. So the answer is minus 1. So 2 more than minus 3 is minus 1. So this is how we can calculate or add the numbers. Then here rules of addition. Rules for addition of integers is, first add plus 55 plus 25 and plus 55. So plus and plus is always plus. So 25 plus 55 is 80, and there we get the answer 80. So in the second example, rule 2, any negative integers when added together gives a positive number with a negative sign. So when we take any two negative numbers and we add them up, so we get the addition of both the negative numbers, but the sign will be in negative. So we will add both the negative numbers and get a negative number added. Then rule 3, when we have a positive and a negative integer, we subtract their numerical values and give us a negative sign, give the sign of the integer with the greater value to the answer. So we have here minus 73 and plus 157. So minus 73 and plus 157. So minus and plus will be, we will do a minus, we'll subtract the numbers, and the sign of the greatest number will be put to the answer. So the greatest number is 157. So it is a plus sign. So the answer we have will be in a positive sign. Then properties of addition. The properties are sum of two integers is always an integer. So the first property we have is the sum of two integers is always an integer. Then commutative. Here we have the sum of two integers remains the same even if we change the order of the addition of integers. So the sum of two integers will always remain the same even if we change the order of the addition. So the next is associative. The sum of three integers remains the same even if we change their groups for addition. So like minus 4, minus 7 and plus 5 will give us minus 4 and minus 7 is minus 11 and plus 5 is minus 6. So the answer we get is minus 6. So in the reverse case also it will be the same thing. Then we come to the next is identity. The sum of an integer and 0 doesn't change the value of the integer. So whatever the number is, if we add it to 0, then it is always that number. Thus 0 is called the additive identity of integers. Then inverse. The sum of an integer and its negative is always 0. So when we add a negative and a positive integer of the same number, the answer is always 0. So in this order we can simplify these sums. When 8 and minus 4 are added, so we can add 8 plus minus 4. So it means 8 minus 4 is 4. We have the plus sign to be put here because the positive sign is with the greater number. So in this way we can do this addition sums. So in simplification of a large group of numbers, so we take the first sum, minus 8 plus 15 plus minus 28 plus minus 32. So we get a number minus 8 plus 5. First we remove all the brackets, then plus minus minus 28 plus minus minus 32. So here we gather all the minus numbers together and add them up because they are all in negative numbers. So we get minus 28 plus 8 is 36 and 36 and 32 are 68. So minus 68 plus 5, that means we have to subtract, and subtraction we will get 63 and the sign of the bigger number will be used, that is minus. So answer is minus 63. So in this way we can solve these sums. Then in subtraction of integers. So subtraction of integers is always as we do the normal subtraction. So we subtract minus 3 from 7. So when we subtract minus 3 from 7, then what do we get? So here we have 7 minus 3. So it is 7 minus plus 3. The answer is plus 10. So this is the answer. Then we move on to rule of subtraction. To subtract given integer from another integer, we add the additive inverse of the given integer to another integer. So subtract the following is minus 6 from minus 11. So minus 6 from minus 11, when we subtract, we get minus 11 minus 6, that means minus and minus is plus. So minus 11 plus 6 is minus 5, and we get the difference and the sign of the greater integer. Then properties. The difference of two integers is always an integer. This is the property that we get. Now successors and predecessors. Successor of an integer can be found by adding 1. So we know that successor is always 1 digit ahead of that number. So successor of 2 is 3. Successor of 10 is 11. So in this way we get the successors. And predecessors, we subtract 1 from it. So whatever the number is, we subtract 1 from that number. Then simplification of integers involving both addition and subtraction. So we have already done this, and now this is all, and there is some fun activity for you. Prepare some cards as shown here. Spread these cards on the table. Ask the students to pick a card along with its opposite card one by one. So this is what you will do when you come to your school. So children, this is all about integers, and I hope it is clear to you and you will be able to do it successfully. So it's all for today. Have a nice day. Bye bye.